Sialda court in Kolkata has ordered Sanjay Roy, the main suspect in the rape and murder case of a female trainee doctor, to be held in judicial custody for 14 days. The body of the junior trainee doctor was discovered on August 9th in the seminar room of R.J. Kar Medical College and Hospital, which is run by the West Bengal government. Sanjay Roy was arrested the following day. During the investigation, it was revealed that Roy was intoxicated at the time of the crime and had visited a red light area shortly before the incident. A psychoanalysis of Roy conducted by the CBI uncovered disturbing findings, including evidence of sexually deviant mentality and animal-like tendencies. Roy confessed to the crime and provided detailed information during the test. He also admitted to frequently visiting red light areas and watching pornographic videos on the day of the incident. The CBI is now thoroughly examining his statements. Sanjay Roy was employed as a civil volunteer at the hospital. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal did not receive any relief from the Supreme Court even today. The hearing on his bail plea in the CBI case related to the Delhi liquor policy scam has been postponed to September 5. The CBI filed a counter-affidavit in the response to one of the Kejriwal's petition and requested additional time to reply to another. Kejriwal has filed two petitions, one for the bail and the other challenging his arrest. In its affidavit, the CBI accused Kejriwal of attempting to politicize the case, noting that several courts have already recognized his prima facie involvement in the crime. The CBI pointed out that the Delhi High Court has previously upheld the trial court's procedures in ordering Kejriwal's arrest and custody. They argued that Kejriwal's influence extends not only over the Delhi government as chief minister but also over the AAP as its national convener, giving him a significant sway over relevant discussions and activities. Additionally, the CBI highlighted Kejriwal's close connections with officials and bureaucrats. Regarding medical bill, the CBI stated that it should not be granted if treatment in jail is inadequate, arguing that Kejriwal's medical needs can be met at Tihar Jail Hospital or its affiliated facilities. The Supreme Court has scheduled the next hearing for September 5 after the CBI requested more time to respond to Kejriwal's petition challenging his arrest. The Rouse Avenue Court has denied bail to the 4 co-owners of the Rao IAS Study Center, who were arrested in connection with the death of 3 UPSC students in Old Rajendra Nagar, Delhi. The students died due to waterlogging in the basement of the coaching center. Court's decision, delivered by Principal District and Sessions Judge Anuj Bajaj, had been reserved since August 17th. The Delhi police had arrested the 4 co-owners, Tejendra Singh, Parvinder Singh, Harvinder Singh and Sarabjit Singh, along with the Thar driver involved in the incident on July 29th. Earlier, the coaching center's owner Abhishek Gupta and coordinator Deshpal Singh were arrested on July 28th, while the Thar driver Manoj Katoria has been granted bail. The other accused remain in judicial custody. The case has now been handed over to the CBI for further investigation. The Delhi police also registered case against the building management, municipal employees responsible for maintenance, and other under various charges, including guilty homicides not amounting to murder. The Supreme Court has postponed the hearing on Abbas Ansari's bail plea in a money laundering case. The next hearing is scheduled for the first week of September. Today, the Uttar Pradesh government requested an additional week to file a response, which the court granted. On August 14th, the Supreme Court issued a notice to the ED regarding the bail plea. Abbas Ansari, currently an MLA from Mau and held in Kasganj jail, is facing charges of illegally occupying land in Uttar Pradesh, a case registered on November 4th, 2022. The Allahabad High Court previously denied his bail on May 9th, citing evidence of financial transaction involving 2 companies, measures Vikas Construction and measures Agaz, which the ED claims were used in money laundering activities. The Supreme Court has ruled in favor of prisoners across India by allowing the retrospective implementation of Section 479 of the new Indian Civil Security Code. According to this section, under-trial prisoners who have been in custody for half the maximum sentence for their crime are eligible for bail. This provision will also apply to cases registered before July 1, 2024. A division bench comprising Justice Hema Kohli and Justice Sandeep Mehta has instructed jail authorities to process bail applications promptly once the custody period is completed, with the entire process to be completed within 3 months. This decision was made in response to a PIL aimed at addressing the issue of overcrowding in jails. Senior advocate Gaurav Agrawal argued that implementing this provision could significantly reduce overcrowding. The Supreme Court then asked Additional Solicitor General Aishwarya Bhati whether the law would apply retrospectively, to which she requested more time to respond. The court has scheduled the next hearing for Friday. Watch our special programs and share the videos to stay updated with the daily court proceedings.